All right, family. This is your man, not your boy. Go Black to Africa. I am out here in Ethiopia. Yes, out in the country of Ethiopia, but we are out here at Lalabella. And we have my man out here who is showing me around this beautiful countryside town. What's your name? Introduce yourself, brother.
Mulu. My name is Mulu.
Okay. Mulu's been showing me around today, and we're gonna see how he do for the next couple of days. But want to give y'all some black facts about Ethiopia. He's gonna do that. Give you a little introduction that I found very interesting when it came to some of these pictures here where I'm staying at this beautiful hotel, and I give y'all a little taste of that probably this evening when I'm out on my deck, get to see the overlook and all that right there. But let's get to it, brother. Yeah, hello everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all those right there. But we're gonna put it on my man right here. He's gonna give us just a little taste. Now, who do we have right here, brother? This first picture depiction.
So some painting
Hold on a
over
second.
here.
Let me turn this around. All right. So who we got here first?
Some painting over here. Those are the emperors of Ethiopians. So from the 16th century until the present days, we have all the emperors of Ethiopia. He's called Emperor Theodros. He was ruling Ethiopia, and he was do a magnificent work to unite the country in the time of 16th century, called Emperor Theodros.
Okay.
And the
So,
second one,
Emperor. Hold on a second. Slow it down, brother. Cause yeah,
she,
this is black facts. All right. There's one thing that didn't dawn on me, but you know, y'all gonna see some of my videos that we already went into the oldest churches that are around, but and you do see those depictions of white Jesus, right? That he said. Now, why is those depictions? Because of who influenced? What did you say? Now let me slow this down real quick.
so
He's got how many years of you had to go to school study history?
almost 6 years to study at college, and before that, until high school, almost for 12 years, I studied. And studying our language, Ethiopian language, studying English language, and studying our history and our culture and our religion as well.
Nice. So now you just can't be a tour guide here. You have to go to college
Yeah, college.
and you got to get a license and all that.
Of course, of
Right.
course.
So he has a wealth of knowledge that he's sharing. And you said this first young brother here is who again?
Emperor Theodros.
Emperor Theodros.
Emperor Theodros, yeah.
Okay. Now, what year was it that he was the emperor?
He was emperor from the 16th century.
16th century.
Yeah, 16th century.
Now, family, this is what I find interesting. You know, y'all know now the pictures that we see Jesus with the blue eyes, the long hair, the blonde hair, and the white skin. Of course, you know, us brothers, y'all, we can wear cornrows, we can wear braids. And let me ask you, did the emperor you think really wore braids like this?
Uh,
Are there pictures even beyond this showing him the emperor? Did he have braids? He wears hair like that most of the time?
yeah, it makes him unique,
Yeah.
having this hairstyle. We call them like a woman's hairstyle. They used to wear traditional or cultural hairstyles
Yeah,
for the
men
women.
still wear it today.
But yeah, sure. But men's at the early time, for example, in the early century, more warriors or like more things they did. For example, defeating a battle, defeating any other opponents,
Yeah.
doing their achievement, doing their glory. Mostly they used to wear or do this hairstyle, and he was very very strong warrior in Ethiopian history, and he had made a good story for our country, make it our Ethiopian country united, and even also the structure or the boundaries from the present day was still created by this person.
Now, very interesting enough that we know Michelangelo is who had painted this image that we see of the white Jesus, that he had done that in the 1600s or so. I can't remember. Somebody check that out for me. But ain't it mighty funny? We got our brother here in his dreads, and we know when hair grows out, our dreads hang long, and yet they just changed the skin color and made it a straight hair, and they wanted their so-called savior to be Jesus, what have you. But we're gonna continue on down the line though, so I ain't gonna go too far ahead of myself. All right, my brother, who do we have second here on this
So
right here?
this is the second king after him, almost in the 1680s also. So he's called also Emperor Johannes, and he was more relative to the previous one. So he started copying and following his vision and achieving his vision, doing for the country more and more, receiving his vision from Emperor Theodros.
And of course, he was a warrior too because his hair is like that.
Of course, and he also received all.
Nice. All right, and so now we have here. Who do we have?
So mostly this is more known king of Ethiopia. We call him Emperor Menelik II. He was the king of Ethiopia from 1870 until the 1910.
Okay.
So he was a very known emperor, and after the king of Johannes, he became Ethiopian king. At his duration, at his regime time, big difficulty, the invasion of Europe to the Africa. So when all the European countries at the Berlin conference, they scrambled Africa.
Yeah.
So Italy was chose Ethiopia to be colonized.
Yeah.
So directly he was a responsible person. He was the king of Ethiopia. He was the emperor. So all his problems come to this: how to save the country, how to become freedom country. So in the Battle of Adwa in 1980s, Emperor changed from poverty. Mostly he did research how to fight with invading countries, and he bought many rifles, guns, not only as a primitive tools, arrow and shields, but he was ready and much brave enough, buying more guns and making a lot of people to defeat those Italian troops in the 1880s. Almost 128 years ago, he defeated Italy in the Battle of Adwa, northern Ethiopia, and he was one of our special emperor still at the present day. His palace found in Addis Ababa, and Menelik's palace in Addis.
This right here, emperor, right? He's the one responsible for Ethiopia not getting colonized. He's the one that whipped the Italians, that kept them from, because like he already mentioned, which this young man, he already knows his history, because, you know, I find, well, he's a historian too, but he's been taught the real facts, that the Berlin Conference that you mentioned, there's a lot of Americans don't even understand that. People live, like I say, black Americans who live in America, don't even know what the Berlin Conference was. Or you said the Scramble of Africa. When all the countries got their names, European names and all that right there, he was the one who kept Ethiopia from getting colonized and whipped the Italians.
Yeah. And one more thing, he did Ethiopia to be a free country. He became proud of black people. He became proud of freedom people. He became all black people are born free, not to be colonized, or that's why.
Hot dang ho, here we go again. Now, y'all know how I be talking when it just came to the facts, when what he just said. All black people should be born free.
Yeah.
I ain't tell him to say that. So this was the emperor, that was his philosophy.
Yeah.
If you're gonna be born, you should be born free.
Yeah.
Yo,
So after that, all the black movement, Pan-Africanism, or the movement in US, or the movement Rastafarian started from the freedom of Ethiopia, or free country of Ethiopia. After that, all European that understood Africa was not easy or free land just going to conquer. There is a people that can live freedom, that can live by their kings ruled, that can live develop people and free peoples as well.
man, I'm loving this, y'all. I'm on the road to try to bring facts to you all so y'all can see a different narrative, so y'all can hear the truth. Because, hey, I'm telling y'all, the veil is gonna be lifted for truth to be revealed. Now, I know some of y'all haven't been in certain parts of this world, but just sit tight. We're gonna move on to the next individual here we got coming up next. Who we got over here? Most people probably know this person right here.
Uh, Starting from his name, called Emperor Haile Selassie, or easily known the Lion of Da. So he was the last emperor after King Menelik. So he became emperor of Ethiopia, and more that. So Emperor Haile Selassie has understood and more knowledgeable. So not to become more get colonized, the country more must be civilized. So he started civilizing Ethiopia, starting airplanes, starting railways, starting telecom. So more things get civilized and become equal runway with the next worlds. So he start lots of things, studying, opening universities, campus, and many things. Rather building cities and IDs, building many development. Rather than copy or rather than created, the country must be developed and civilized to become work to the other worlds together.
Now, you know, there are some people who don't give him the respect because they say that he brought in the colonization by or the Western world by coming in and, as you said, you know, he wanted to civilize
The country.
the country. And there were those people who did not want to have that so-called type of colonization in a Western way of civilization. So Haile Selassie, some people I've talked to already just over in Addis Ababa, who said, you know, he is really the one who was responsible for the Western way of how things are done now today.
Yeah.
But hey, that's their opinions. Everybody's right, have their right to it. So, you know, but anything else with our Haile Selassie? We know he is also the so-called. Share a little bit, yeah, about because we do know about the movement with the Rastas, right?
Yeah. And then all the when he Menelik defeat the Italy, so many countries in the world they were being colonized, in the Caribbean, in Africa, in Europe, in America. So they heard about Menelik that he defeats his colonialism.
Let's back up so they can see it. Those who just came in, they heard about.
So yeah, he defeats the Italian. So his glory all over the magazine and the time in the 1880s.
Yeah.
All over the times, all over. So his glory was known. Menelik. So
Okay.
black people understood to the black person had defeated the white person.
Yeah.
So all heard from the Rastafarian. It's been in the Caribbean. So they heard about Menelik.
Yeah.
So they thought that we can defeat the rest of white, which is our colonized. And most of them they went to come to visit Ethiopia in
Okay.
the time of Haile Selassie. So they went to come to Ethiopia, they meet Haile Selassie, and they just get closer, and they want to be like nationalists. They will be like Ethiopian. They don't believe they belong to the Caribbean. They thought they brought out from Africa, so they asking for nationalism and to serve, and to become a military as well, most of them as well.
Yeah.
And to accept Ethiopian religion and to become religious, but to follow the Ethiopian local life shares.
Okay.
So he told them his religion about. He told them how the country looks like, and most people, they found out Haile Selassie as a good king, as
Yeah.
a more respected king in Ethiopia. So, including the name Haile Selassie means the power of Trinity. So, as the kings, emperors, and the religion were more tied, so this king was being announced or nominated by God. So
Okay.
mostly we used to believe kings are from gods. So they ruled out by the law of gods, the law of Christianity, and as well. So they start follow him as a much beloved king.
Right.
So
right.
that's why.
Okay. Well, hey, let's move on to the next one that we have here, right? Our powerful black leaders that we have here in Ethiopia, because every African country, and I hate to say African country, but each region in the continent of Africa has many of them. So let's go down the line right here. Let's turn around. Let me turn around this way right here because I'm switching my hand. You can go on this side right here, brother. All righty. Let's. Who do we have this? That kind of look like me, a little good-looking young man here. You know what I'm saying? Like when I was serving in that military, the wrong military. Let me put it that way. Fighting against my people to keep their freedoms, to take away their freedoms. Excuse me.
So to know more about him, so Haile Selassie was build up his army, and after even the European come to return again to invade again, but with the help of other European country, for example UK, they defeated back again the Italian at the time of Mussolini. So they defeated and they established military with a good and more civilized military. So this person was a military in the time of his age. So the king stayed on the throne for more than a long time. So the people and more educated people get more, and the military is also get more problems instead of much salary and so on. So they decide to change, not ruled by kings, not more royal families. We need to do more democratic, which is copied from the Western countries, and the militaries took over throne, the kings away, and this became the leader of Ethiopia, this person.
Okay.
And his name is called Mengistu Haile Mariam. He was a leader of Ethiopia, and he was a military government in Ethiopia from the 1875 until the 1980s. Pardon. And in the time of his also, no more military government and social government took over, and he was gone away as well. Now also we have some social and democratic government in Ethiopia at the present day.
All righty. Say more information that you are learning today here, Ethiopia in Lalibela. I always think I say it wrong. Lalibela. All right.
Lalibela.
Lalibela. All right. Now, who do we have with this beautiful sister that we see right here?
This is Emperor Zewditu. As you know, she is also the sister of King Menelik, and more relative with the royal family and the time of Menelik. So between the Menelik and Haile Selassie, she became the holder of the throne, and she became the queen of Ethiopia and ruled the responsibility until King Haile Selassie and boy person come to the throne, and who lead the country more well.
All right. Nice, nice. So I'm gonna flip around this way. You can step right over here next to me, so we can go ahead and just give another shot of the whole painting and all that. Right? Do you know when these paintings were done? When this painting? Do you know when they painted this?
They are from the present days.
Yeah, present days. Yeah, of course. And there you see, family, right there. So now we're gonna walk out here. I mean, we got a storm coming in, and I don't know if y'all can see from the distance, but let's walk through here where we just came from. We're gonna walk through here. So this is a restaurant here where I'm staying, and we, get to. We're gonna try to. I'm gonna see if I'm gonna stay here, family. See, but right here is just a view of one of the views across Lalibela. Lalibela. All right, let's see if we can walk a little further here. You can see from the distance there's some rain coming down. You can see that rain right there coming down. All right, so we're gonna walk out front here. I'm gonna go for a little walk. Don't know how far it's gonna take us, but so we're gonna try to walk the streets. All right, we'll see if we can walk the streets and just outside of here. Yeah, let's go ahead and check it out. Yeah, let's give people a little feel of where we are. Hope everybody is enjoying the history that just was given by our man here, and also that you can get a little taste of Lalibela. Hold on a second, let me turn this camera back around. I stay right. I ain't gonna even point, but you'd be amazed at what shoot. But anyway, this right here is the building. This is one of the hotel buildings out here. Yeah, family. So I arrived here about 12:30 this afternoon. It was only just an hour flight from Addis Ababa, and straight flight, smooth sailing, no issues. So it was just an hour. Things I would recommend: most definitely make sure you get your hotel room before you come. I'm gonna leave information here in the next day or so of my man here, who's an awesome tour guide, that y'all can be able to reach to him if you want. Also here, our driver, he's gone now, but also leaving information. I'll interview him either tomorrow or Saturday. He said we'll do that so that you have a little connection coming into the town of Lalibela. And so we so share with me now, okay, because this really, you said it's about 40,000 people.
Yeah, 40,000 people. All over are found in the hills. The house is made out of on the top of the hills.
Yeah.
That's why it became windy and very cold morning and evening as well.
Yeah.
And the town is not that much very developed, but it's getting developed town. It's become more touristic town.
I'm gonna tell you this right here. I was surprised that it's more developed in the certain areas I was seeing in the big large city. I'm talking about as far as with the most average Ethiopian is living in a large city.
Mostly they try to flee and find work in the larger city. They don't stay that much longer on the countryside.
Why did you stay in a small town? Why didn't you go? I know, because people gonna ask a question. Most people go to the larger cities. You decided to stay here.
Yeah, mostly if after our college, but after our graduate, so we used to find out work. Yeah.
You need to find work. Yeah.
Yeah. So I found out work where I was studying. It was in Lalibela. So anyone who found out studying engineering or something,
Go on the side.
engineering or other skills, so they have to find out workers in the cities. That's where they found the workers the cities.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyone who can find the work, they
Right.
can stay. Anyone who can find work in the towns, in the countryside, they can stay. That's why people looking for work, they go to the city. That's why.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Hold on 1 second here. Let me slow down a little bit. The beautiful children.
Ah,
Hey. Yeah. Okay, we can walk down. He was playing the music. I didn't want to catch that music and all that right there. All right. So the what is how old are you?
me 26.
26 years old. Are you married?
No, not yet.
Not married, no kids.
No kids.
Okay. One day do you hope to be?
Yeah, of course.
You say of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Family asks when you married, so soon we'll be married and have a kids.
Yeah. Do you have a girlfriend?
Yes.
You have a girlfriend? Okay, all right, okay. Yeah, you know. I'm trying to find a king for my wife. I mean, for my daughter, excuse me. My wife already got a king, but for my daughters. So, all right. So what else? Let me turn this around here. Kind of look over here so y'all can kind of see where we came from. Give you just a shot of, kind of give you a balanced view so you'll be like, turn to the left, turn to the right. I want to see what it looks like. I can't stand those people who, I ain't say can't stand those people. I say those people who videotape and you're just trying to, you know, you be watching like, I wish I could see what's going on to the left or right. I try my best to do that, but that comes from film school. All right, so, yes, hilly. So, what is the main work people do here in the town here in Lalibela? Bella.
Farmers, like farmers. So near to the town areas, farmlands areas. So we used to farm our ingredients or seeds called teff. That which make us to injera.
Oh.
And other also wheat to make a bread. Sorghum and barley. And so Lalibela is quite very not high, not low. So we can find many seeds to grown up in the town and surrounding the areas.
Okay, on over here. All right, so what elevation are we right now?
So now we are in 2,300.
2,300
Yeah.
feet above sea level. Yeah, because you know, me with elevations and all that right there, I can tell the difference in my breathing and all that.
Yeah.
That comes from that sickle cell trace. That's that less white blood cells, you know, that you have with oxygen. But anyway,
For us.
yeah, you know, I'm good though. I mean, I'm good. I can go higher than this, but because I know we're going to go tomorrow to the monasteries, and you said what's the elevation up there?
That is 300, 200, 500.
How much?
3,500.
3,500. Okay, elevation.
Much
All right.
higher than this place.
So you know I gotta ask some questions. Black facts. Christianity. All right, now we've had some interesting conversations. Christianity. Did a European start Christianity? Oh, can you say that again? I didn't hear you.
No.
They didn't start Christianity. Where did Christianity, the ideal of it? I mean, we know that Christo. How would y'all say it in your language? Christ. Like,
Christos.
Christos, right? And y'all don't say Jesus because J just came around in the early.
Jesus.
Y'all say Jesus, all right? So these were translated words.
Yeah.
Now, y'all have the information, and y'all have the paintings on the walls, which y'all are gonna see. Of what color did y'all see our ancestors, back in the day, depict the color of Jesus? Or you say it right where? You say Jesus.
Jesus.
Jesus. what color did y'all depict his color, skin color? Start walking back.
Black.
You also y'all depict his skin color as black.
Black and with the afro hair also, black hair.
Okay. And so this was accepted. And early as what century? As far as back as
I think starting from 1st century, and even if not from the 1st century, before the 1st century, before the birth of Christ as well, many religious materials or religious proofs that they said and found out. Everything was found out black, and even not in the after the birth of Christ, before the birth of Christ also, most religious paintings are depicted in black color and in black hairs as well.
to be continued, family. Thank you very much for watching Black Facts of Ethiopia. All right, I'll be back with more. This is your man, not your boy. Go black to Africa.